Hello students. Yesterday we were looking at this chapter, A Triumph of Surgery, in which we saw that there was a small dog whose name was Tricky, and Tricky was pampered and overfed by his mistress, that is Mrs. Pumphrey, and because of that he was keeping very ill. He has increased his weight, his tongue used to loll out of his jaw, he is not able to move properly. And looking at this condition, the doctor, who is also the narrator of this story, Mr. Harriet, is really worried. He is also a veterinary surgeon, that is, he is a doctor for animals. And he asks some questions to Mrs. Pumphrey, and Mrs. Pumphrey gives some kind of excuses and not proper answers. As a result of which, doctor gives her some suggestions, and then they try to depart. This is the place where we left, and we are going to begin from here. So, as we discussed, the condition of Tricky was about to get worsened. So, as a form of precautions, doctor has suggested few things. And what is it? He tried to sound severe. Means this time, doctor gave advice very seriously. And he said, now I really mean this. Means whatever I'm going to say right now, I really mean that thing. I really mean that thing means whatever I'm going to tell you currently, that you have to follow and you have to implement without any doubt. If you don't cut his food right down, don't cut his food right down. If you don't stop the amount of food he is having right now and give him more exercise, he is going to be really ill. Okay, try to give him more exercise and try to give him less food. As we have seen previously, that just because Mrs. Pumphrey thinks that Tricky is not having energy, so he might be malnourished, she keeps on feeding him too much between the meals, and after that all the delicacies that Tricky likes. Tricky has also turned so much greedy that he accepts and eats everything that is given by his mistress, and you can see what the results are. So this surgeon, Mr. Harrier, suggests Mrs. Pumphrey to lessen the food, that is cut down the food and increase the amount of exercise, because the exercise routine that was given to Tricky was also not going properly, just because the gardener was not well and they were not able to play with the ring. Okay. So he is warning Mrs. Pumphrey, if you don't do this, the things that I have advised, as a result, you are going to see Tricky would be very ill. You must harden your heart and keep him on a very strict diet. Harden your heart means you have to remain very strong. Okay, you should not look at Tricky as someone you love, but someone you love and you want to save his life. And for that, you have to be very strong and should not agree to everything or should not give everything that Tricky demands. Because we have also seen previously Tricky likes cream cakes and chocolates, and Mrs. Pumphrey used to give him because she thought, no, he's not feeling well, so I should give him whatever he likes. So you have to make your heart strong. You have to control yourself. You need to control your feelings and keep him on a very strict diet. And strict diet means just normal food that is given only at the meal times, nothing extra. So what was the response of Mrs. Pumphrey? Mrs. Pumphrey wrung her hands. To wrung your hands is to tie your hands very tightly, like, oh, I'm going to do this. So she wrung her hands. Oh, I will, Mr. Harriet. I will. I am going to apply all the suggestions and advice that are given by you. I'm sure you are right. Okay, I'm sure means I completely believe that whatever you said and whatever advice you are giving is completely correct, but it is so difficult. See, still she is saying that it is very difficult for me to not give things that Tricky like, and I have to give him all type of exercise and reduce the food. These all things are very difficult. So Mrs. Pumphrey considers this dog Tricky as her own son. The way mother treats a son, the way mother always cares for the sons and keep on feeding him without thinking that your son is gaining the weight, the same way she's not thinking about the health of Ricky. She just gives him to eat whatever he likes and whatever she wants. So she says that this thing is going to be very difficult for me. She set off, head down. She set off means she went away with her head down along the road. Along the road here means she went from the place where she was coming, she was walking on the road as if determined to put the new regime into practice immediately. Okay, the way she left, her expressions and her body movement were such, like as if she is from right this moment she is going to start this new regime. New regime means this new things that whatever the doctor has advised or suggested, more exercise and cut down the food. So she went in such a way as if she is going to start all these things from right now itself, or she is going to practice this immediately. So these were her reactions. So if someone is showing this reactions, what does we think or what do we believe through this? We just believe that this person is going to implement these things properly and Tricky will be all right. But does this thing happen? Let's see. I watched their progress with growing concern. Okay, so the narrator, Mr. Harriet, was watching the progress, what's going on in the life of Tricky, how he is being treated. So he was looking at their progress with concern, and that concern was a growing concern. Concern means to worry. Okay, so Mr. Harriet was continuously worried about the progress that Mrs. Pumphrey was making. What should have been the progress? The progress should have been that now Tricky would be feeling very well. He would be able to, exercise a lot. He would be able to eat properly. He would be able to work properly. He would have been more energetic. But this progress was not as it should be. But it was growing concern. The doctor was concerned. He was worried about what was happening with Tricky. Tricky was tottering along in his little tweed coat. Okay, tottering means moving but unsteadily. Okay, he's not able to walk straight and properly. He was moving left, right, and this way with lots of efforts he was able to walk. And he was wearing a tweed coat. Okay, tweed coat is a coat made up of wool, and that coat was worn by Tricky. So see, Mrs. Pumphrey is so fond of Tricky that she has even stitched the clothes for Tricky. So Tricky was wearing clothes, and that was a tweed coat. He had a whole wardrobe of these coats. Okay, this is not the only coat that Tricky has or he wears whenever he goes out, but Tricky has a whole wardrobe, a whole cupboard in which all such types of coats are kept. And these coats are for the cold weather and a raincoat for the wet days. See, if it is cold weather, so material that can protect you from cold weather, such type of coats are inside it. And then there are raincoats also if it is raining outside. So such a small dog, just a dog, and he is given so many facilities. He struggled on. See, in walking also, Turkey is feeling it to be a struggled activity. Drooping in his harness. To droop means he was just putting himself down. He was just putting his entire weight down. He was just falling down. So falling down in his harness. Harness here again means his clothes. I thought it wouldn't be long before I heard from Mrs. Pumphrey. Okay? I thought, so the narrator thought it wouldn't be long before, means it won't take much time, and very soon he would be hearing from Mrs. Pumphrey. Heard from Mrs. Pumphrey means Mrs. Pumphrey would come or give a call asking for advice, and he does not need to wait for that because that day will come soon. Okay, so I hope it is clear. We are moving to the next paragraph. The expected call came within a few days. Okay, so as it was said, whatever call was expected by Mr. Harriet, that call came. And that call was what? About the ill health of Tricky. Mrs. Pumphrey was distraught. Distraught means she was extremely worried. Tricky would eat nothing. Okay, she called and she started complaining. She was going mad. Tricky would eat nothing. He's not eating anything. Refused even his favorite dishes. Okay, he has some favorite dishes. What are his favorite dishes? Cream cupcakes and chocolates. So these are his favorite dishes, and he has refused eating that. See what has happened to the dog. Dog is not even ready to eat those things which are his favorite. And besides, he had bouts of vomiting. Vomiting, you know very well. Bouts of vomiting means vomiting at regular intervals, so at a shorter level, like 10 minutes and then he is vomiting, half an hour then he is vomiting, then 20 minutes and he is vomiting. So at a regular and a short period of time, he continuously keeps on vomiting. He spent all his time lying on a rug. Okay, that is a form of carpet where he is just lying. He is not walking, he is not standing, he just lying at his place. Panting. Okay, panting means to take a deep breath. Okay, continuous and very quick deep breaths are known as panting. Okay, so when we run fast, after that when we stand, we are taking very quick breaths. So that is known as panting. So he was panting. didn't want to go for walks. Okay, now Tricky refused to eat and Tricky refused to go for walks. See, every dog's favorite pastime or the day of the time that a dog always looks forward to is a time when master of mistress takes him for a walk outside the house. But for Tricky, he did not like going out, didn't want to do anything. So Tricky just lied down. He didn't want to do anything. He didn't want to eat. He did not want to go outside. He did not want to sit. But just he would lie down. He wanted to do nothing. In short, he did not want to do anything. Okay. So clear. We are moving to the next paragraph. Let us see what was the action taken by the doctor. I had made my plans in advance. So, see, the doctor was quite smart. He was very intelligent. He knew that this thing was going to come and this time was going to come. So, he had already made his plans in advance that what steps I would take when Tricky was handled to me, or when Mrs. Pumphrey will call me and ask me to see what has happened to Tricky. So, what was the solution that was in the mind of Dr. Harriet? The only way was to get Tricky out of the house for a period. Okay, so there is only one way, one option left through which one can improve the health of Tricky, and that was to get Tricky out of the house. Okay, उसे उस घर से बाहर कैसे भी करके निकालना पड़ेगा for a period. For a period means for few days. I suggested that he be hospitalized for about a fortnight to be kept under observation. So when he went, he told Mrs. Pumphrey that, see, he needs to be hospitalized. He's not well. So we can do one thing. We can put him in the hospital, admitted him in the hospital for a fortnight. That is for 2 weeks. Okay, 2 weeks, or you can say 15 days, 14, 15 days, fortnight, he should be kept over there. So to be kept under observation so that I can see what is the problem with him. The poor lady almost swooned. Okay, she almost swooned means she almost fainted at the thought that my dog will remain away from me. You are taking away dog from me. So she almost fainted listening to that thing, as if no mother is losing a child for few days. She was sure he would pine and die if he did not see her every day. Because she was sure, Mrs. Pumphrey was very sure, and she is saying that if I did not go, if he did not see me every day, what will happen? He would pine for me. You know, he will remember me and he would cry for me. That is pining for someone, longing to get someone, and die. Okay, he won't see me, no, so he will cry, he will find for me, he will search for me, and then he will die without me. So this was what this poor lady, this is Mrs. Pumphrey, was sure of. But the chapter will tell us whether she was right or not. Let's move ahead. But I took a firm line. Mr. Harriet took a firm line, means he took a firm decision, a decision which will not be changed. He said, whatever I am saying, this is the only solution. The Tricky was very ill, and this was the only way to save him. In fact, I thought it best to take him without delay. Okay, so Tricky was very ill, he was not feeling well, and this is the only way, this is the only method through which you can save him. In fact, actually, I thought it is best to take him without delay. I must take him right now at this moment itself. Why to wait for him to come tomorrow or day after tomorrow in the evening? Dr. Harriet thought, I'm going to take him right now without any delay, means without wasting the time. And followed by Mrs. Pumphrey's wailing. Okay, so now doctor or the narrator, he is taking Tricky in his hand, and behind him comes from whom? Behind him comes Mrs. Pumphrey, and she's wailing, okay, shouting, and she's crying, oh, my Tricky is going. I marched out to the car. Marched out means walked out to the car. So Dr. Harriet was inside the house. He took Tricky and he was going towards his car, carrying the little dog wrapped in a blanket. Okay, so Tricky, how he was covered? He was covered with a blanket. He was not wearing his good clothes, but he was covered in a blanket. So Dr. Harriet took Tricky in the blanket and he took him directly towards his car. And behind him, Mrs. Pumphrey was running and coming, and she was wailing and she was crying. Now, this paragraph is very interesting. This will tell us what kind of life Tricky was living. The entire staff was roused and maids rushed in and out. Okay. So Mrs. Pumphrey is a very rich lady that we know very well with the way she treats Tricky and gives all the food and the clothes that she gives. So in the house of Mrs. Pumphrey, there are staff members and there are maids who are working. So as soon as they come to know that Ricky is going, entire staff was rose. She shouted and called the staff members. She shouted and called all the maids and told them to bring all the things of Tricky. Tricky की जितनी भी चीजें हैं उसको आप बाहर लेके आओ. So what this maids and staff was bringing, they were bringing his, look at this thing, they were bringing his day bed, his night bed. So see, for sleeping, Tricky has different bed during the daytime and a different bed during the night time. And then you must bring his favorite cushions also. See, pillow covers, pillows also he has different kind of, and that is one of it is his favorite. So bring his cushion. It might happen that without his cushion he does not feel like sleeping. Bring toys and rubber rings. Okay, all the toys and rings that are made of rubber that dogs are very fond of playing. You should bring that. Breakfast bowl, that is a vessels in which he is eating. Breakfast bowl, lunch bowl, supper bowl. So for breakfast, for lunch and for dinner, he has three different kinds of bowls. Realizing that my car would never hold all the stuff, I started to drive away. So maids were coming and the staff was coming with vessels, with the bed, with the toys, with cushions and everything. Now looking at all these things, writer imagine, okay, doctor said my car will not be able to hold this stuff. Okay, I can't put so many things inside my car. So he started driving. He just put on his car and he started to drive. As I moved off, okay, as soon as he began driving, at that time what happened, Mrs. Pumphrey came. She came with what? With a despairing cry. Okay, with a despairing cry means with a cry in which she was feeling really sad, getting away or getting to be away from Tricky for a long time. She threw an armful of the little coats through the window. Okay, so this is what she did. She took so many clothes of Tricky in her hands. She came out of the house and she threw these clothes into the window of the car. Okay, that these are the clothes of Tricky. So she threw the clothes of Tricky inside the car through the car's window because Dr. Harriet has begin riding or begin driving his car. So she threw it through the windows. I looked in the mirror before I turned the corner of the drive. Everybody was in tears. Okay. So when he took off his car, the doctor through the mirror he saw back what he could see that all the people in the house of Mrs. Pumphrey, all the staff members, maids and Mrs. Pumphrey herself, all of them could be seen from the mirror that they were in tears. All of them started crying as if they are losing some of their family members. Okay, so we can see how much they were attached to this little dog. So what happened on the road? So out on the road, I glanced down at the pathetic little animal gasping on the seat by my side. Okay, so now the reader is driving the car and on the next seat, who is sitting? Tricky is sitting. So doctor looked at this pathetic little animal, means an animal whose condition is very bad right now. And he was gasping, he's not taking breath heavily. I patted the head. So he patted, no, he moved his head or patted the head of this dog. And Tricky made a brave effort to wag his tail. Dogs can usually or very normally can wag their tail. They can put the tail up and they can move the tail. But why Tricky made a brave effort? Because Tricky was not well. And in his condition, to put his tail up and move his tail also required so much of effort. So Tricky made a lot of efforts, which were brave efforts to wag his tail. So what is a view of doctor? He says, poor old lad, means poor old little boy. I said, you haven't a kick in you. You haven't a kick in you means you have no power right now, no strength in you right now. But I think I know a cure for you. Means I think, okay, मुझे ऐसा लगता है, मैं ऐसा सोचता हूँ कि मुझे लगता है, I think I know a cure for you. I know how can I cure you or how can I make you all right. So with this confidence, the doctor is taking Tricky to his own clinic. Okay, so here we end today's lecture. I hope you understood what has been taught. In case of queries, you can keep it for the Zoom lecture, so you can also comment.